Welcome to session 8 of The More Excellent Way. Through it all, this journey to finding self, serving self and others, and the need of self-actualization within the frame of purpose in life, the need to serve and the need to worship, it exists in any and every being on earth. In our series, The More Excellent Way, we will discuss this in more detail and depth as we proceed in our forthcoming sessions. In the previous session, I've asked you to bring your notepad or your journal ready for the session. I just prefer a journal because it's so much more personal. Whatever you have available. We're going to make some notes and some of these concepts. And I would love us to internalize what we have done this far and to find the relevance of it all in our own life. As we identify areas where we might have a hand withhold, we can make a note and find the more excellent way. So if you don't mind, to open your journal and write down the basic needs that we are going to discuss as we move forward. Number 1, psychological needs. Number 2, safety needs. Number 3, belonging needs. Number 4, esteem needs. And number 5, self-actualization. Quickly going to repeat them. Psychological needs, safety needs, belonging needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs. We talked about these needs previously. So take your journal and write today's date on the second page. Today is the 28th of September 2019. There's something else I'd like you to do. When you've written the date on the second page, I want you to go back on the first page and I want you to paste a picture of yourself on that page. Because that's the person we're going to work on mostly in the more excellent way. Very interesting. We are not going to work on somebody else. Right here, we're going to work on us. I'm going to work on me and you are going to work on you. Because to find the more excellent way, unfortunately, you cannot rely on external motivators. Because there are no guarantees that somebody out there cares for you as much as they should. Therefore, it is important that we grow independently away from external motivation and find our intrinsic value deep within us. For the fact that we were created for a purpose, and a very specific purpose here on earth, which doesn't look the same for any of us. It's like a big puzzle. Every little block has got a unique little puzzle that's going to fill in that big picture. Dynamically unique, purposeful. Take a picture of yourself and put it on the very first space. Put a nice size picture there. Don't use an ID picture, and you might not have one right now, but go find a picture and put it there. And underneath the picture, we will write a promise to ourselves. So leave space for your picture and write the following with me in your journal. We're going to start with I, and your name. So in my case, it will read, I, Magda. So you write I and your name. I, name, promise to better myself and to embark on a journey of a far more excellent way. Simply because I'm worth it. Stop. New sentence. It is good that I find the best me I can be. Stop. Next sentence. I will identify the areas where I need to grow, and I will grow in those areas. Stop. I will make sure I have purpose in this life and beyond. Exclamation mark. So I'm going to repeat this for you. I, your name, promise to better myself and to embark on a journey of a far more excellent way. Simply because I am worth it. Stop. It is good that I find the best me I can be. Stop. I will identify the areas where I need to grow, and I will grow in those areas. I will make sure I have purpose in this life and beyond. Now I want you to say it with me. We're going to say it together. This is a declaration, and I want us to say it twice. You have written it down, and together we're going to say it now. As I say my name, you say your name. And the reason why I'm doing this twice is because I want this to really be founded in your deep spiritual dimension. I want you to sow this little seed today or tonight, wherever you are in the world. And we are going to water the seed that we've sowed today. This is a new season for you. Finding the more excellent way is a journey. A journey that tells us the more excellent way is going to bring us to a place where not only we understand that life is a journey, but we do not have to strive to a specific destiny, because destiny is not on earth. Purpose is on earth. So, now that you've written it down, say it with me. I, Magda, promise to better myself and to embark on a journey of a far more excellent way, simply because I am worth it. It is a good thing that I find the best me I can be. I will identify the areas where I need to grow, and I will grow in those areas, and I will make sure I have purpose in this life and beyond. And we're going to say it one more time, but just before we do that, it doesn't matter to me whether you are the CEO of multiple companies, whether you are the queen of a tribe, whether you are the cleaner of somebody else's home, whether you have a lot of degrees or no degrees, whether you had a good life or a bad life, whether you've been abused or not abused, I want you to make this declaration. And even if you have to say it for the next couple of weeks, every day when you wake up before you say your prayers, or during you saying your prayers. Because in essence, this is the entire vision and mission of the more excellent way. So let's say it together one more time. I, Magda, promise to better myself and to embark on a journey of a far more excellent way, simply because I am worth it. It is good that I find the best me I can be. I will identify the areas where I need to grow, and I will grow in those areas. And I will make sure I have purpose in this life and beyond. You have this on video and you can replay this as many times as you need. Therefore, please use your journal as from today forth. After every session, take 2 minutes and write in your journal 1 or 2 things that you think can help you to grow in the more excellent way in the purpose of your life on earth and beyond. I'm spending a little more time on these things because these needs forms a basis from which we will launch our journey in the more excellent way in the different categories we are going to work on. In our previous session, we referred to Genesis in the Holy Christian Bible and paused a moment on creation. It was indeed, without doubt, a godly highlight in creation when humans were made. It pleased God very much. So much so that he called them his image. And it wasn't long after this wonderful creation when the snake came with his theory of doubt. And he caused the fall of man, doubting God. Those 2 people, Adam and Eve, who were in the Garden of Eden, right there and then, a distorted image was born. Doubt was placed in their hearts. This wonderful, great, good intention that God had when he created human. Right there and then, by simply questioning the truth. Remember, he didn't fully tell them an outright lie. He merely twisted the truth just a little bit by asking a very simple question. Don't you think that it's just because God doesn't want you to know? Don't you think? Right there, shame and sin destroyed the beauty of that perfectness. And ever since that day, we are looking to find that original beauty that was created in the garden. If we look at the history of what happened after that, a lot of things happened, but not long after that, the brutal jealousy and murder of Abel by his brother Cain, or Cain as some people call it. The carelessness of Cain when God asked him, "Where is your brother?" He said, "Am I my brother's keeper?" His attitude is really heartbreaking, isn't it? He killed his brother and left him in a shallow grave somewhere there. Doesn't that resemble a lot of what is happening today? How easy it has become today to just murder someone, to just take someone's life just because you can. It became so easy for people. We read every day in the news of another brutal murder. Doesn't matter where in the world. It has just become so easy to just murder people. And it's that same attitude of Cain that we see. Am I my brother's keeper? Why do you ask me? It resembles so much of today. And that is why we need to find the more excellent way. It's right here where one of the biggest challenges will emerge in us finding in this journey the more excellent way. Right here. The challenge of the dream inside the perfect garden and the reality of coping with life where we are today outside of that garden. The world where we are now has so much division. So many people are seeking after self-actualization, safety, security, belonging, to love and be loved in return. It makes me feel that we are right back there in the beginning. The wide awakening after the amazingness of the Garden of Eden. The real world out here where there is a constant seeking of the truth and the peace we all so much desire. I want to close this session to say to you the motive behind this series is exactly that. We will tap into as we move along to help us to look at the more excellent way as we journey through this world. In the right now where we are. In a life where we are faced with the reality that as great as the intentions was in the beginning to create man on earth, that great is the intention to destroy just that. We're living in a world where we daily hear these words. How should I know where my brother and sister is? Am I supposed to keep track of him or her? Do I care about my neighbor? This echoes in my mind when I watch the news. Nations against nations, family against family, church against church. The oh so competitive corporate world of who is who in this mighty world of money, power and fame. The I don't care about my brother, my sister, my neighbor. Am I not here to take care of him or her? The oh so overplayed race card. And here is what I answer when people ask me about my race. The point is, I come from heaven, right? Seeing that God is the giver and the taker of life and breath. This is where I'm from, and that's where I'm going back to. Do you get this? I'm actually by birth an African. I'm born in the most southern tip of Africa. Lived there all my life. I really suffer in the heat with my not so tough skin. You know, this very light skin of mine walking in the sun. Too long, blisters, painful. My fellow South Africans with a stronger and a darker skin, they don't suffer as much as I do in the sun. And we joke about that out there. We have so many humorous stories to tell about this. We have to come to a level of maturity where we find the more excellent way. Because life is not about the color of your skin becomes ashes and dust. Whether your skin is white, whether your skin is black, or lighter or darker, or thinner or deeper, it doesn't matter. When you die, it becomes dust or ashes. Don't stay there. Let's find the more excellent way. See you there at the next session, where we will continue this discussion. How do I journey through this life, where I find the more excellent way to be the best me that I can be? See you there.